Hello and welcome to Everything to Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast that covers every boss, bit of boss in the Binding of Isaac series of bosses. My name is Gary Butterfield, and with me as always is a dude who's real chill, Will Hughes. Chill
Sunday!
There's more to life than
Boss.
so take a chance and face the
Boss.
open road and a road that's hit. Brand new
Boss.
around the
Boss. It is Sunday.
I'm a pretty chill Hughes, I think.
I think in comparison to the different Hughes I know,
Yeah.
you know, more chill than like
These are the Hughes I know. These are
Yeah.
the Hughes I know.
John Hughes.
Yeah, I mean, John Hughes, he's the ultimate chill now.
Always chilling.
You might almost call him, if you were Kevin Costner, the big chill.
That he's experiencing it now as we speak. The Great Beyond. What do you think it's like for John Hughes in hell?
Boy, you know what? I bet it's a lot like Ferris Bueller's Day On?
Day off this mortal coil.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to be sad when Matthew Broderick dies.
Yeah, that won't be great. I like that guy just fine. Boyish charm.
I was about to say, yeah, be like watching a boy with progeria die.
Yeah. Yep. Technically sad. Sad on a technicality.
Yeah. Like the movie Jack.
Oh yeah.
I love that you can talk about the career of Francis Ford Coppola and you have to mention Jack.
Well, especially when you're Francis Ford Coppola idiots like us.
Ahoy! Welcome to Francis Ford Coppola Idiots.
The
The dumbest Francis Ford Coppola thing in the world.
I love the dog father.
Oh, I'm gonna make you a woof you can't refuse. Rough.
I'm gonna make you an omelet you can't refuse.
We'll make you an omelet you can't rough use.
You can't reuse.
I hope somebody puts a horse head in my bed.
Here, I'm going to switch out and maybe Gary, and you continue to be that character.
Okay.
Why is that dumb? Why isn't that just like kind of creepy?
No, because I'm being the dog.
Oh, got you. So the dog wants the horse head in the bed?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a bunch of chew toys, like a horse
probably eat
head.
it.
When you think about a horse head, is just like 40 chew toys.
It definitely like
dog.
a pet store is like where you can just buy a standing trachea, like just for a dog to eat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. I also I'm a big fan of all his wine. This is still the dog talking.
Oh, dog! Like, what, do they make it for dogs, or are you?
No, I
just
get
like,
real sick.
Yeah. That's fun though. Or is it because you're anorexic?
Gary, I need you to put me to sleep.
Well, I don't think so, buddy. My dog recently died, and I need you.
You mean you?
Yep. My dog self.
Gary, I can't leave the character on my own. I need you to put me to sleep.
Well, what if instead of that we had like a boy and his dog style post-apocalyptic adventures with me and Dog Will?
Gary, I'm trying to come up with an apocalypse now dog pun. Apocalypse now.
Thank you. Well, with that, I release you.
Gary, what the
Puppies!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, he was pregnant! Look at these little idiots.
I'm not going to voice the puppies, Gary.
No, they can't talk yet. They can't even see.
Yeah.
They're just here for future episodes in case we need dog humor.
Oh, Gary, I'm so sleepy.
I'm sleepy too. But we're talking about a fun boss.
It's true. It's Loki.
Loki, baby. I love Loki.
Yeah, he's definitely my favorite Avengers villain.
Interesting. Cute. Loki.
Yeah, he was developed before Loki got popular.
Indeed. Before the Avengers. Not before the comics, of course.
Well, but before he got Hiddlestoned.
Yes, before he got Hiddleston. What if Hiddleston played this Loki? He just like walked around all tall and handsome?
I feel like he wouldn't. I feel like this part's not rich enough for him.
No, he would refuse this. I mean, the one that's doing TV shows for Marvel, I don't know.
What?
Hiddleston seems a little port in the storm, you know?
I think he's doing that because he loves that character.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
I think that show's going to be good.
I'm interested in it. It just feels low rent to me.
I think the whole point is to not have it feel low rent. That's why they're having movie stars in them.
Well, I know. I'm worried that's going to be low rent.
Gary, I think you need to trust in Disney that they're going to throw a ridiculous amount of money at these projects.
We'll see. I'm going to get it because I'm going to be able to watch Simpsons on there, but we'll see.
Yeah. Bundled
We
to
shall
Hulu.
see. This boss is a cute little devil guy.
Mm-hmm.
Super adorable. What he does is he shoots tears in 4 directions and then swaps it to do 4 diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 directions again. Teleports. Spawns boomflies. And shoots 8 tears around himself.
That's right. The boomflies being the most interesting part because you can use them to hurt him.
Yes. And that's basically him. He's a pretty easy boss.
He is. He's mostly interesting for being the first boss that is Isaac size.
Yes. Yeah.
Later they added in Little Horn,
Yeah.
who uses kind of the same model, but...
Yeah, equally adorable.
Yeah, he is very cute. He's got a little, like, vampire overbite.
Yep. I love him. He's got the mark on his forehead.
Mm-hmm.
The little 666 together, which is cool. But he's very easy. He's mostly just fun and cute. I want a plush of him pretty badly. It's been a while since we've done like plush report.
Yeah. I would take him.
and-
I would take a plush Loki, Gary, if you're shopping.
What if we had to choose between a plush Little Horn or a plush Loki, which one would you choose?
Oh, Little Horn.
Yeah. If I see both of them together, I know which one you're getting and which one I'm getting.
Gary, what are those unholy popping sounds I'm hearing?
I'm not hearing any popping sounds.
Okay, well, then I've just gone insane.
I hope you're okay.
Yeah,
there's
Gary, why are you cooking toast during our podcast?
at my house. Why are you using the prototype teletoaster?
Gary, why do you look like my dead dad right now?
Why are you trying to make
in
contact?
a halo?
Yeah. No. Why didn't you send a poet?
Gary, why do you look like John Hughes right now?
Hey baby, welcome to the Breakfast Club.
For a second
I'm
there,
John Hughes.
yeah. For a second there, Gary, it sounded like the start of the Frasier theme song, and I can't go down that one. Hey, baby.
No, that's not me, John Hughes. John Hughes doesn't like the Frasier theme song. I care more about Breakfast Club. Pretty in pink, baby.
Let's put some
Like adult
racist
birds.
caricatures in here. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring a ding ding. Asian people like cameras. That's what John Hughes likes to say.
Uncle Fuck.
Uncle Fuck is the porn parody of one of my least popular movies.
I like Uncle Buck.
Well, yeah, but me saying it's not popular in comparison to his other movies doesn't mean I'm saying you don't like it.
Gary, why are you saying I don't like Uncle... Gary, why are you dressed like my dad, and why don't you think I like Uncle Buck?
I think you need to prove to me that you like Uncle Buck.
I've never watched it.
Oh, it's okay.
You can't...
Like if this fake opinion you tried on is not a bad opinion. Like,
Which isn't something you can usually say about opinions expressed on the internet.
I think that's true, especially ones you just try on for a second.
Yeah.
Most of those when I try them on, I'm like, ugh, why did I do this?
Yeah.
So,
I better tweet them fast before they leave.
exactly. What else about Loki? Anything? You can fight double Loki and not just the posthumous version, which we'll talk about in a real boring episode.
Yeah.
In the fusion, sometimes there's just 2 Lokis, and sometimes there's a double boss where it's Loki and a Little Horn.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Double Loki is harder. There's a lot of shit on the screen with but also more boomflies to blow up.
It reminds me of the Dark Lurker fight from Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, like that was my favorite part of watching Dark Souls 2 at Games Done Quick or whatever the fuck it's called this year. Was like they did Dark Lurker.
That's pretty great. That's like pretty great because those are a pain to get to.
Yeah.
Like an all bosses speedrun is always my preferred category.
Mm-hmm.
Speedrun and no glitches. Like I don't like it when they just make like Bloodborne speedruns for a long time are very boring because the enemies would just like not have their animations trigger, so they just kind of stand there.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want you to learn the bosses. And Sekiro speedruns for all the time I've looked at them, maybe they've gotten better, but have been horrible because like there's like 4 mandatory fights you have to do. Because they just skip everything because of grappling hook.
Yes, I can see
cool.
I can see how that would be unsatisfying.
Yeah, it's really fast. It's like a half hour long, but it's not as fun to watch. So, if people like this show,
that was the speedrun report.
That was the speedrun report and the Uncle Buck report.
Yeah, Uncle Buck, I love it. It's one of my favorite movies.
Thank you for proving that to me. Putting your money where your mouth is, baby.
Macaulay Culkin.
Is he in Uncle Buck?
He is in Uncle Buck.
Okay.
Now
Who's
who
in
hasn't
Uncle Buck?
seen? He's the kid.
I thought the kid was somebody else.
He's Macaulay Culkin, man.
Okay, well, good to know. To me, he will always be the good son.
Gary, let's have an argument about this. The good son, Gary, the good son is Elijah Wood.
Macaulay Culkin's that as well.
I know, but
Okay.
I would say of the two of them, Macaulay Culkin plays a murderer, so Elijah Wood is the good son.
How do you know that Elijah Wood wasn't going to kill more people in the future?
I mean, he might. He lives at the end, and Macaulay Culkin dies. His mom drops him off a cliff.
Macaulay Culkin's on the cover of The Good Son. I think it was supposed to be an ironic good.
I don't believe you, Gary, about the irony. I think if having watched the film, which I haven't, but I've read the Wikipedia description, I think Elijah Wood is a much better son in the movie.
What a weird way for you to be good at movie trivia. Like, oh yeah, my friend Will really is good at winning arguments about movies. Oh, does he watch a lot of movies? No. Like, you just read the synopsises of a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's faster.
It is much faster.
Gary, do you know
efficient.
how many synopses I can read in the time it would take you to watch Men in Black International?
Quite a few.
Probably. I could.
You want a race?
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah. I don't know how winning is judged in that.
I mean, if I read more than one, I win.
Well,
because you've only watched one movie and I've read 2 synopses.
Yeah. But I've got to see Chris Hemsworth's buns, probably.
Ooh, love those buns.
You could probably just Google those buns.
Let's.
If you want to.
Chris
Hemsworth buns.
God damn,
it's
it's
a
his
hair
hair.
bun.
It's his hair
Yeah,
bun.
fucking A.
Fucking
Same thing
A.
happened to both of us.
How far down do I have to go to get a good shot of his ass?
Well, let me put asshole in instead.
Man, boy.
Nope, just interviews with him where he's kind of a jerk.
No one is referring to Chris Hemsworth's ass as a bun.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
Do
Where
we
are the
not use
moms?
buns anymore?
Where are the horny ants? I like how this searching for Chris Hemsworth asshole gives me a couple references to people saying Chris Pratt is an asshole.
That's fair.
On YouTube. So it's like, okay.
One of these is a picture of Brad Pitt. It's not even Chris
believe
goddamn Hemsworth. Gary, how do I spell tush?
Tush.
All right, Chris Hemsworth tush. Showing results for Chris Hemsworth Rush. Fuck off. No. Was Chris Hemsworth in a movie called Rush? He was. That's not what we want.
No, no Tush is on the Tush report. Here. All right.
Did I mean
so
Chris
asshole
Hemsworth
didn't
Rush?
work.
I did not. Boy, I thought people were more horny for Chris Hemsworth.
Butt gives it to you, buddy.
What?
Butt?
I'm not going butt. Let's do
I know.
Chris Evans tush. Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
There we go. Right off
That's
the
what you want?
start, I get an ass
Tush?
shot.
Yeah, that's good. How about who is that? Let's say Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, I got a BuzzFeed picture that's Chris Evans just next to the peach emoji.
There we go. Do you know that Chris or Tom Hiddleston also had a bun in his fucking hair for a little while?
Yeah, that sounds like
ruining
something you would
everything.
do. Gary, you got to move off bun and into
Yeah.
tush.
Good Tush is the good territory here.
For Hiddleston. Oh yeah, no, here we go. Here's some Hiddleston tush
Oh, there we are.
from Hiddlestoners on Twitter.
Thanks, Hiddlestoners. Let's say agent. What's the name of the annoying agent?
Clark Gregg.
Clark Gregg.
Are we talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No Tush on Clark Gregg.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Paul Giamatti for some reason, but
Oh, Paul Giamatti tush.
Tush. Yep,
Let's
gotta get it. Gotta get it. The content I crave. This is one of the dumber things we've ever done.
Yeah, no, God damn it! I do not mean Paul Giamatti Rush.
It's the worst kart racer.
You know what? I feel like I can't be subtle here. It's Paul Giamatti. Show me that ass. I get nothing. I get just pictures of
Wow.
face.
Yeah. Yeah, ass doesn't give it to you. Just get a picture of him being really angry.
Paul Giamatti.
Oh, arrested on child porn?
What?
Forums.hypinion. CNN in Florida. Oh, it's a guy who looks a lot like Paul Giamatti.
I bet Paul Giamatti is thrilled by that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul Giamatti bent over and showing
It. All.
I just get a lot of pictures from fucking Billions, man. I can't. I bet if I watched Billions, there's some Paul Giamatti ass in that.
Probably.
Yeah, he's in an. I know this from a source, but he's in like a BDSM relationship.
Interesting.
I don't want to say what source because you'll yell at me.
Mrs. Giamatti.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My source that Paul Giamatti is in a BDSM relationship is Paul Giamatti.
I feel like you could insert a lot of names there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you like the show, head over to you want to hear us Google all kinds of shit. Go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv. Also leave us a rating and review.
Please do.
We appreciate it. And until next time, good night.
Giamatti.
Giamatti later.
And a Giamatti later to you.